Doctor Who Season 14, Episode 6, Rogue, includes a moment that breaks new ground for the franchise, although it's a milestone that the modern era has come very close to crossing on more than one occasion. The Doctor's romantic history has been long and complicated, especially when the timeline of River Song comes into play, with his wife dipping in and out of the Doctor's life. However, the 15th Doctor's kiss scene in Rogue stands out for a unique reason. Rogue introduces a new member of the Doctor Who Season 14 cast, who is strongly teased to continue to be an important figure to the Doctor in the near future. The pair interact in a way that is new for the Doctor, but not just because he locks lips with another character. All of the Doctor's previous romantic interests leading up to Rogue have shared one thing in common, and Doctor Who Season 14, Episode 6, finally shakes things up. Doctor Who Season 14 includes the Doctor's first true same-sex kiss. Rogue is then lost to the Triform. Jonathan Groff looking relaxed as Rogue in Doctor Who. In the bittersweet climax of Rogue, Ncuti Gatwa's 15th Doctor gets to physically express his affection for Jonathan Groff's Rogue before the Bounty makes the sacrifice of taking Ruby's place in the Triform. The Doctor has engaged in same-sex kisses with characters before, but this is the first that has been romantically charged. It's clear from the moment they meet that the Doctor and Rogue have immense levels of chemistry, and it all comes to a head during their saddening farewell. The 9th Doctor was the first to kiss a member of the same sex, although it would be more accurate to say he was on the receiving end of Captain Jack Harkness' smooch in The Parting of the Ways rather than being an equal participant. Nine's romantic instincts were almost nil, so he probably didn't read too much into Jack's amorous way of saying goodbye. Similarly, Matt Smith's 11th Doctor kissed Arthur Darvill's Rory Williams in Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, but the gesture is essentially a platonic burst of emotion from the Doctor. Past Doctor Who eras teased the Doctor's LGBTQ+ romance, but never delivered. The 13th Doctor came closest to being in a same-sex relationship. Since the show was revived in 2005, modern Doctors have come pretty close to same-sex romances, but Rogue is the first time that boundary has been crossed. For example, David Tennant and Matt Smith often had flirtatious little moments with male characters, but it was downplayed as nothing more than a bit of fun. During Chris Chibnall's time in charge of Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor came very close to creating romantic ties with her female companion, Man Up Gill's Yasmin Khan. Ultimately though, despite confessing their feelings for one another, Chibnall chose not to pursue that particular avenue. The 10th Doctor was notorious for falling for female characters during David Tennant's original run, with Rose Tyler and Madame de Pompadour among those on the receiving end of his affections. When Tennant returned as the 14th Doctor for the 60th anniversary specials, he professed that he found Isaac Newton attractive. Donna Noble clears up 14's confusion at his unexpected attraction by telling him, "It was never that far from the surface, mate." So, 15's kiss with Rogue isn't that much of a surprise, all things considered.